But most of all, God bless the pastors, all of them that have been there, that have nurtured us, along with members, through all the happenings in our life, whether happy or sad. Would you like to have me write a book? Because I have so many. Actually, Salem has lived with me 3/4 of my life, and in all circumstances, why they have been there for me. My husband and I came to in 1949. He was transferred from Chicago to a branch office here, and we've been here ever since. Immediately, we were happy to know that we were able to join a Swedish Salem Lutheran church, because we just left a Swedish Salem Lutheran church in Chicago. And immediately the congregation just took us in their arms, and it was a wonderful, warm feeling. Now, this was the little church on Hamilton in Glen Oak. And everybody there, I think at the time, their name ended in S-O-N, Swedish. It was definitely very Swedish. We were greeted with open arms to participate in all the wonderful programs they had. Of course, being a small church, as much as they tried to do, I believe the narthex was the biggest place in the church, other than the nave, which seated maybe about 150 to 200 people, with a lovely altar in the front, and the floor slightly sloped to the altar, with a pulpit to the side and a little choir loft to the left, and theater seats. As far as any programs were concerned, with the little space that we had, was used to the best of anybody's ability. As far as the Sunday school is concerned, it was held in the narthex for the younger children, but for the junior high and high schools, which there was quite a group, we had to find a place for them. And so, thankfully, the YMCA, which was in walking distance, the children would walk over there for their Sunday school, and then Leonard Anderson had a pickup truck, and in the back of the truck was a small portable organ, and they would drive this organ over to the Y, and that would be used for the Sunday school. And of course, when their class was over, then they all returned for church, and so did the organ. They always found a way to find something. And Our Lady's organizations met in homes. I remember the Willing Workers was one. It was a service group. But with the space that we had, really, they had quite a fellowship of people to get together. But in the growing church that it was, definitely knew that we needed more space. The only way they could do it, to connect it to the present church, was to do it next door where the parsonage was located. They planned finally to have a parish house built next to the church by moving the parsonage up the hill to Flora Avenue, where they found a lot and placed that church. And there was a church that Pastor Larson at the time, Ted Larson, and his wife Thelma, lived with their 9 children. Well, that parsonage was built, and what a blessing, because it just opened up a tremendous amount of opportunities to expand all the programs and even incorporate a few more. It had a stage in it so that there was able to put on pageants for the children. The young people's group met there frequently. My husband and I were one of the leaders of them for a time. In that group, that was the young people's group at that time called Lutheran, and we would meet and have different programs. And then they would be able to attend an annual rally nationwide where all the Lutheran Church, Lutheraners would meet. In order to supply the money for their fair, which the church wanted to help, they would sponsor a Thanksgiving dinner. The Lutheran Leaguer mothers would respond with baked goods and come in and help prepare it. And we would buy our turkeys from Fried Turkey Farm. We would buy the turkeys that had missing parts because they would be cheaper, but they were still very good. And the young people were just so enthusiastic about participating, about their Luther League. And out of the Luther League, I remember the group that we had came two pastors and then another teacher of religion that was a professor ultimately in Pacific Union University in Washington. And the others were John Peterson and Leo Patterson. I still hear from John every year with a card. In fact, here he is with his wife. And I have heard from Leo Patterson, whose churches were always in Central Illinois. And then the other was Ron Helverson, a pastor that served up in Minnesota. Salem has been my church home for 74 years. Mm-hmm. And it's been my family, my church family. And I have so many close ties to Salem and all those memories that it's been a rich experience. So I have a very rich memory, loving memory of Salem that I carry with me now. And I'm still being remembered. I'm an honorary circle member of Rebecca, and every one of them keep in touch with me one way or another. Salem will be my family till the day the Lord takes me home, and it'll be wonderful.